Hi, I'm Kristen Burt for Red Carpet Report, and we are here at the 23rd Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards.
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Congratulations on the ensemble nomination.
Yeah, three. So happy.
Such a good feeling. And you know, I think Netflix, you guys really kind of kicked off the whole original programming with Netflix.
I don't think we hurt them at all.
You certainly didn't. You know, what is the reaction that you're getting from fans? Because I think you guys hit on so many topics. You know, focusing on women, focusing on all age groups, ethnicities. It's really a well-rounded cast.
Yeah, it's probably the most diverse cast that's ever been on stage or on TV. Age, race, socioeconomic strata, body type, you name it, we have it. And it also looks at the lives of the administrators and the guards as well. They have their problems too. So it isn't just, the poor put upon prisoners and these guys are the villains. They're caught up in a bad system as well. So
yeah, and that's kind of interesting too, because you sit there and think about that. These people have to go to work every day in these same conditions that you guys are living in.
Exactly. And they're just trying to make their living. And they are fighting, for instance, this past season was all about, or a lot of it was about the privatization of prisons. And what happens when a prisoner becomes, for each head brings profit to that private company. So the more people you get in there, the better for the company, the worse for the people in there, the worse for the administrators, the worse for the guards. So
I'm going to imagine it's opened your eyes. I mean, I know it's opened my eyes as a viewer to the system, because if you're not familiar with it, haven't had a family member in the system at any point, you really don't understand what's happening.
That's right. I sadly or not sadly, who knows, you know, everything has its lesson. My dad spent some time in prison. I have performed in prisons and done workshops in prisons for the past 30 some odd years on and off. So I already had an idea about how it works or doesn't.
Well, can I ask you, if you've been there like over 3 decades, is it getting better? Is it getting worse?
I'll tell you what my experience is that each prison is like its own little fiefdom. And depending upon who the warden is and who's actually calling the shots of how it's run, whether they feel that it's for punishment or it's for rehabilitation, and whether they realize that people made a mistake, but that doesn't make them not important and possibly very contributing members of the society in the long run if you can help them through it.
Thank you for sharing your perspective, because I think it's really fascinating, because you've seen it as an actor, but you've also seen it as a human being going in there, and I think, you know...
It was terrifying as a kid to go.
I bet.
My dad, you know, sort of screaming through a glass, and it's not like on TV. There was no speaker. It was just my mother holding me up, and Dad, and I had a Christmas present. They wouldn't let me hand it to him. You know, just...
things, though.
The things you just never forget, you know, simple things. And my mother begged with them, please, it's a Christmas present. The guard said, well, if we open the box, okay, we'll open the box and we'll close it back up and give it to her, and then she can pass it through the door. And they let the door open, and they let him take it. And so I got to touch his hand for a second. As, you know,
forget that human touch.
You'll never forget. Never. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your experience with this. It's fascinating. I love that. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Have a great time tonight.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and in the comments below, tell us what your favorite red carpet moment was.